Hello, my name is Lisa Harding and I'm a middle school behavior intervention teacher from Spokane Valley, Washington. In this video, I'm going to discuss library ethics, specific intellectual freedom, and censorship in school libraries. This is an especially important issue for librarians today because school libraries serve diverse students, families, and communities with many different perspectives and beliefs. Library ethics are guided by professional documents like the American Library Association of Code and Ethics and the Library Bill of Rights. These outline important values such as equitable access to information, intellectual freedom, privacy, and professional responsibility. While these principles seem straightforward, they can become complicated in real school settings when disagreements arise over what materials students should have access to. One of the central ethical principles in librarianship is intellectual freedom. The ALA states that librarians should uphold the principles of intellectual freedom and resist all efforts to censor library resources. In simple terms, libraries should provide access to a wide range of ideas, including viewpoints that may be controversial or unpopular. In school libraries, this can be especially challenging because librarians work with minors while also serving communities with different values and expectations. Even so, students still deserve the opportunity to explore ideas, think critically, and learn from diverse perspectives. One major challenge connected to intellectual freedom is censorship and book banning. These challenges may come from individual concerns, community pressure, or state laws and policies. For example, Utah has passed legislation allowing certain books removed in multiple districts to also be removed statewide. In contrast, my state of Washington State has protections that prevent schools from banning materials solely because they focus on marginalized or protected groups. Situations like these can create tension between professional library ethics and state policy. The Library Bill of Rights states that materials should not be excluded because of the background or viewpoints of their creators, and that libraries should represent different perspectives on current and historical issues. If libraries only provide materials considered safe or widely accepted, students lose opportunities to develop critical thinking and better understand the world around them. Because of this, librarians must make thoughtful collection decisions based on educational value, relevance, and age appropriateness rather than personal opinion. At that same time, parents and community members may have valid concerns about certain materials. Ethical librarianship requires balancing those concerns while protecting equitable access for all students. Clear policies are also an important part of ethical library practice. When schools have transparent reconsideration procedures in place, concerns can be handled fairly and consistently instead of emotionally or personally. Policies help ensure that decisions are professional and equitable. Advocacy is another key part of library ethics. Events like banned book weeks help communities understand the importance of intellectual freedom and the role libraries play in supporting access to information. Privacy is also closely connected with that intellectual freedom. The ALA Code of Ethics emphasizes protecting the privacy and confidentiality of library users. Students should be able to read and research without fear of judgment or monitoring because privacy supports safe and independent learning. Overall, library ethics involve balancing professional standards, community values, legal requirements, and then student needs. As a future school librarian, I believe libraries should remain places where students can safely explore ideas, encounter diverse viewpoints, and develop critical thinking skills. Intellectual freedom and resistance to censorship are central to that mission. The ALA Code of Ethics and Library Bill of Rights provide an important ethical foundation for librarians as they work to ensure students have access to information that helps them learn, grow, and become informed members of their community. Thank you.